Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be doing an art journal collection. I have been working through art journals for probably the past 10 years and honestly probably before that too. So I have 3 different categories. I have sketchbooks, bullet journals, and then also prompted art journals. So this is by no means flip throughs of all of these because that would take actual hours. So I will link as many flip throughs as I can. But first off, let's start with sketchbooks. So most of these are accumulated throughout junior high and high school, and I received them in art classes and stuff like that. So these are all completed, and there's just a lot of random artwork in here, honestly. So I'd say this would be the start of kind of becoming more interested in art and structuring, creating things in a way. So here is just all of them that I have. So I'll just kind of show you a couple of highlights from each one. So I played around a lot with different art styles. I have this cool collage one over here, and most of them are just random doodles and they're not anything special, but yeah, this one has a really cool collage front, which I was into for a lot of them. And yeah, this one's kind of cool. And honestly, some of these are kind of really bad, but that's just, oh, this one's cool. That's just part of the whole journey. So here's another collage one. I was really into these black covered ones. This one is a little bit interesting with all of the marker art, I guess. I don't really know what was going on there, but it's kind of fun to look through every once in a while. This one is from 2017 to 2018, so I was in grade 12, I guess. And I think this was the start of kind of when I got into bullet journaling. I was really into watercolor floral designs, as you can see. I think that was really, a lot of people were into that during that time. Here's another cool collage one. I believe this one is from maybe grade 7. I'm not quite sure. So flipping through here, I was doing lots of magazine stuff, I guess. So here's an interesting portrait. And then I have one more over here. This one, I don't know what's up with the cover. This was when I was really into sketching, I'm pretty sure. And I mean, I do really like how this horse turned out, considering I was probably 12 or something when I did it. So I think it's pretty cool. So those are all of my sketchbooks. So if you watched my channel for a while, you are probably very familiar with all these prompted art journals. So I have Wreck This Journal over here. These are all kind of a very similar thing, and they essentially have prompts in each page, and you kind of just complete them as creatively as you want. Everyone kind of has their own style of doing things, but if you want to check out a little bit more in depth of how these all look, the links to the videos are going to be down below. This was the first one I did. Wreck This Journal just holds such a special place in my art journaling heart because I completed it first. I started this when I was in grade 9, and I'm pretty sure I finished it in a year, so pretty quick compared to now. The next one I did was This Is Not a Book after Wreck This Journal because it's by the same author. This one I got a little bit more crazy with putting in bulky items, so it became a lot thicker. This one also has a little bit more difficult of prompts. If you are a beginner, I would definitely recommend Wreck This Journal before this one because the prompts are a little bit more vague, and honestly, I don't think it's really meant for art journaling like I do, but I made it to suit what I like. So again, you can watch the flip through. I'm pretty sure it's the first video up on this channel, so that's cool and nostalgic if you want to see that. And I have this friendship bracelet with a button on it to hold it closed. So anti-journal is kind of when I began doing the series on my channel where I complete the pages on video, so you guys can see this one. I believe most of the pages are up on my channel, so that's cool. This one, I honestly don't remember much about doing this. All I do remember is that the paper quality is construction paper, so it really dries out your markers. So it's not anything crazy fat like some of my newer ones, but I did add a lot of bulk into there. So flip through is up if you want to check it out. This one would be great, I think, for beginners, similar to Wreck This Journal. It's a little bit more straightforward compared to This Is Not a Book. The next one is Create This Book. This one is honestly falling apart so much. I overstuffed this thing like crazy, and also the spine, I guess, just didn't want to hold it all in. I have some ribbon holding it all together. And I think this one has awesome prompts for beginners. This is obviously written by the iconic Mariah Elizabeth, so you know it's gonna be good. So yeah, it's like 2 separate books at this point. It's crazy, and I can barely flip through it, so that's the next one. Here we have Grade This Book Too. This one is still a work in progress. The current series is on my channel, and it's still staying together, surprisingly, but there's a lot of bulk to it. I think I have about 30 pages left, maybe. But yeah, series is ongoing. You guys can check it out. Hopefully I'll be finishing it in like the next year, fingers crossed. We'll see how that goes, but I have this awesome cover on the front, and I am really enjoying completing that. So those are all of my prompted art journals. And while it used to be iconic to this channel, it no longer is. I have all of my bullet journals. So my most recent bullet journaling video, it kind of explains my process on why I'm no longer using these. So it's kind of sad, but also very cool to look back on all these amazing memories. So just like in summary, it doesn't really work for my planning lifestyle anymore, and I kind of prefer to not have to set up things, and I like the ease of being able to plan things farther in advance than what my bullet journal allowed me to. So if you still have to bullet journal, good for you, that's awesome. Here is my reading journal. This one I'm still using because I make these spreads on a yearly basis, kind of as a scrapbook to review all the books I read. So I have flip throughs of these on my channel. So that's the first one. Then I have a travel journal. This one is also up if you want to see. I love documenting my travel experiences with like journaling, and then also random scrapbooking things and photos from my experiences. So that's super fun, and I love having these to look back on. And then next year, the actual like real yearly bullet journals. So here's this teal one with a bunch of stickers on it. These are all up on my channel. If you want to see those flip throughs. This green one is the most recent one, which I did not finish, unfortunately. So I do still have a flip through of this, even though it's not completed. June was the last month that I was officially bullet journaling, but to be honest, I didn't really do much. I'd say that April was my last like official month. So now I'm using this planner over here, and it is just working so much better for me, and I love the flexibility and freedom to not have to make my spreads ahead of time. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit about why I decided to stop bullet journaling. So it is a little bit sad, and I love looking back on these memories, but I think maybe if it suits me again in the future, I will return back to that. These journals are all the same type. They're the Leuchtturm 1917 dotted notebooks. They're great. They fit an entire year of bullet journaling into them, and they have a pocket in the back to store things as they go. So I would highly recommend them if you are into bullet journaling or want to get into it. There's so many different fun colors. So I'd say that this Valentine's Day one for February is one of my all-time favorites. I love the color combos, and I made some super cute stickers for them, and it's just like so adorable. I love it so much. So that is this one. I don't even remember the years. I know that this gray one was my first ever official bullet journal, so 2018 would have been when I was in grade 12, which is actually so cool that I have all of these years. And like when I look back on these, this was in high school and going into my first year university, just how much my life has changed since then. So it's really cool to see. So there's this one, cute sticker on the front. Then I have this gold one, which is so awesome. I believe this one is like a more expensive version because it is gold, and a bunch of the pages are sadly falling out. But this year I was really into watercolors for my cover pages, so I got into that. I had, I guess, more time, but yeah, lots of watercolors for that one. And then this last one is in black, and I put some homemade stickers on the front, which is pretty cute. So kind of a similar thing. Oh, this one I did the school thing for 2020, but then I ended up being 2002, so ignore that. And I guess this one was like when COVID started, so that's kind of interesting to look back on. But yeah, that is my last bullet journal. So those are all of my art journals that I have. There's a lot, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All of the links will be down below to as many flip throughs as I can find up on my channel. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.